You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Black and White Network supporters, make sure you check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. Link in the description. Use promo code USA First, all one word. USA First, all one word. 25% off now. I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports. We're going to talk about Tom Brady and Gisele, the split. And we do believe there are potential on-field implications that could come out of this split. The most glaring and obvious being Tom Brady decides to forego the season, the NFL season, leaving Tampa Bay without a starting quarterback and try to go save his marriage. They are in a split right now. She is in Costa Rica. And, of course, Tom is with the Buccaneers, about to play football. But we've got a story that's emerged that comes from some comments that Gisele made a couple of years ago about the fact that she's got evidently some serious anger management issues, and evidently the fights with Tom Brady can only be described as epic. I mean, they are epic blowouts. So make sure you hit subscribe. Also, if you are listening to us on podcast, and we are available on podcast, all audio across Black and White Network, Black and White Sports is available on the podcast. We're getting thousands of listens a day over there now. So if you get busy, can't catch video, catch the audio. All right, let's do this. Wow, this is the website, marca.com. Gisele Bundchen talks anger management issues and fights with Tom Brady. Brazilian model gave details of her character in her book, Lessons, My Path to a Meaningful Life. Wow, man, here we go. After the marital crisis that Tom Brady and Gisele Bundchen were allegedly experiencing, or are allegedly experiencing, the Brazilian model once spoke of the rare but heated fights between her and her husband. Quote, Tom and I don't argue much, but sometimes when I feel the anger building in me, building, I realize what's going on, Gisele wrote in her book, Lessons, My Path to a Meaningful Life, from 2018. Quote, instead of reacting in a way that I will regret later, I remember to breathe. She reads in the post of the model, 42 years old, we better talk later, she learned to say to defuse the tension with Brady. Meditation has been a key for helping me with my own reactivity, Bundchen added. I think my anger as a visitor, and I can see that, it's potentially destructive. So I make a conscious decision not to get involved with it, she explained. And, quote, next time Tom and I are together, we can review whatever we are talking about in a loving and respectful way, like we always do. Are you sure that's what you always do, considering what has happened? Because the word has it, you got very angry and took off to Costa Rica, just up and left. At least that's the word out there. Although Gisele Bundchen learned to control her anger and avoid fights, this did not stop her, an NFL star, from having marital problems. According to page 6, Gisele left the family compound in Tampa, Florida, for Costa Rica, while the Tampa Bay Buccaneers QB stayed behind to train with the team. Let me point out the obvious. How cool would it be to have something called a compound? Quote, there have been problems in the marriage due to her decision, his decision not to retire. They say her, that's a typo. Gisele has always been the one with the kids. They agreed that he would retire to focus on family, but then he changed his mind, explained one person close to the couple. That's what all of this is about, is the fact that Tom decided to unretire and return to football, and she absolutely lost it, which would lead you to believe that if he decides to turn around and retire, then their marriage should, in theory, get back together. I'm actually shocked. If you want to know the truth, I'm shocked he's going through with this. Okay? And is this going to cause some pressure on the field and disrupt his football life? Yeah, it looks like it already is. Tom Brady flies to son's football practice after returning from personal leave. He's such a great dad, sweet dad. And yeah, word has it he's a great dad. Tom Brady is making sure to spend time with his children, even if that means jumping on a flight. A source tells People the Tampa Bay Buccaneers quarterback, 45 years old, flew to New York to see 15-year-old son John, quote, Jack Edwards practice football game after his recent 11-day absence from the NFL team. Tom was in great spirits, chatted to all the parents, the insider said. He flew all the way in for the scrimmage. He's such a sweet dad, and he's always there for Jack. He also brought along son Benjamin Rain, 12, 9-year-old daughter Vivian Lake, whom he shares with wife Gisele Bundchen, and of course, he co-parents Jack with Bridget Monahan. So, and in case you don't know who that is, that's the lady that is or was, I haven't seen it lately, that is stars on Blue Bloods, which is a great show. I've only seen the first season, but man, it's really damn good. New York Police, Donnie Wahlberg, Tom Selleck. Yeah, crusty old Tom Selleck. Really good show. So if you haven't seen that yet, what am I talking about? I need to finish it, hell. And I know a lot of y'all are wondering, why are y'all covering this? It's because it's relevant. It is absolutely relevant to what's going on with the Buccaneers on the field. I mean, you could have implications where all of a sudden the Bucs are looking around the league to find a starting quarterback. Because like I said, I'm shocked Tom has decided to go ahead and go through with this. Why? Because he's only playing 1 or 2 more years. I mean, do you really go ahead and sacrifice and explode the marriage? Do you blow it up over 1 or 2 years of football left? Okay, because look, Gisele's been covering his butt with the parenting for years. She started talking about wanting him to retire. You started hearing that like back in his late 30s, okay? He's 45. And I'm sure she's sitting back going, you know, dude, I've covered you and covered you and covered you. And then you retire. I'm sure she was probably, word has it, she was ecstatic. And then you turn around, flip-flop, and go back? Yeah, I mean, look, this is going to bear watching. I mean, all the way through the season, or until they're back together, essentially. This is going to bear watching, so we're going to keep covering it. Tell me what you think, black and white sports fans. This is interesting. This comes out that she's known to have anger management issues. Okay, as told by her book, she's got anger management issues. Her and Tom have had these epic fights. You know, is that what happened? They had an epic fight, and she booked it to Costa Rica? Wow. I don't know. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.